Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oriole Park in Baltimore, Maryland. There you see two of the big stars of the Orioles, Franklin Gutierrez and Alan Craig, getting warmed up for today's game. Get ready for another great game today of Toronto Blue Jays action. The 7-5 Blue Jays facing the 6-5 Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles sit a half a game out of first, although that really doesn't matter much here in the early goings of the season. So, maybe a little bit indicative of what may happen further down the line, but this game probably won't matter too much in the end of the year in the standings, but right now it matters for the standings, which aren't going to matter later. There you see our lineup, regular as usual, a lot of guys hitting over 300, but a lot of guys hitting 206 and below. So it's not really what I like to see from most of my guys. Animal Sanchez, though, is the guy who we are facing. He has given up 8 walks and 10 hits over 11 innings with 9 strikeouts and a 4.91 ERA. Has an overall record of 0-1 in 2 games started. There you see Trout lays off the inside changeup, so Sanchez clearly does not have his good command today. He did not want that changeup to be so high, and Trout gets a leadoff walk to start the ball game. Then Trout is off. He's on his high horses. There was no reason for a throw there. There was no way they were going to get Trout at second, as Trout just has the speed of a baby gazelle out there. Now with a 1-2 count, Gregory Polanco is going to try to drive Trout in. Trout is going for third. The pitch is a ball. Trout steals third easily. And, yeah. So now Gregory Polanco gets another shot. He is going to drive one deep to left field. And that is all the way to the warning track. Trout is going to come home, and Trout is going to score easily with the massive amount of speed that man possesses. He is a freak of nature in his speed and his baseball playing ability. Glad that we drafted him number 2 overall. There you see the starting lineup for the Orioles: Hosmer, Cabrera, Craig, Ramirez, Smith, Jerko, Murphy, Gutierrez, and I want to say, McGuire as their catcher. There you see Mike Leake, who owns a 3.21 ERA. In 14 innings, he's given up 10 hits, 6 strikeouts, but has not walked a batter this season. So he's going to lead off the game. Eric Hosmer is going to strike out on the high cutter from Mike Leake. Mike Leake is looking to have a bounce-back outing from not a great outing in his last start. Now, Melky Cabrera is going to get caught looking on the changeup at the knees. He doesn't really agree with that call, but it's not his decision. Now in the bottom of the second, no offensive highlights, but we strike out Hanley Ramirez there, and Mike Leake is off to a pretty good start. Now here against Seth Smith. Seth Smith is going to go down looking on the curveball. So Mike Leake obviously possesses his good stuff out there on the mound today. And then with 2 outs in the inning, he is going to give up a gapper into left center field. Trout is going to range all the way over to get that. That is actually going to bounce off the base of the wall. Trout is going to get the throw into third. Smith only has a double. Or was that Seth Smith? Now I'm confused. No, that was Jed Jerko, their second baseman. But the next guy, Seth Smith, oh god, I'm getting confused with names now. The next guy Mike Leake faces, Donnie Murphy, is going to draw a walk. And then another walk. So, McGuire draws a walk. That is going to load the bases for Mike Leake here. Oh, no, actually, this is the third inning. 3-2 count. He's going to walk Eric Hosmer. So, Mike Leake having a little bit of trouble with walks today. I've got to learn to pay attention to the inning. I'm still new to commentating baseball. Then Melky Cabrera is going to drive one into center field. That is easily going to score a run, but with Trout's cannon out there in center, they're not going to test it. So that is going to load the bases for one Mr. Alan Craig, who's just going to bounce one right back to the pitcher's mound, and he is actually going to ground into a bases-loaded double play, a 1-2-3 double play. That is the worst luck you can have right there, but then Seth Smith is going to draw a walk. Leake, although hasn't given up a walk all season, has given up a ton of walks today. Here in the 4th inning, he's going to strike out Donnie Murphy. Donnie Murphy's not going to reach base again this time. Mike Leake says no, no, no. Then the captain, Derek Jeter, with a 1-2 count. He is swinging at anything this season. Derek Jeter is not doing well. And to let you guys know, I did trade Derek Jeter where I am currently in the franchise, so don't expect to see too many more episodes with him. And then Eric Hosmer gets a hanging pitch and that one is going to stay up there. That thing didn't come down for days. That was an absolute moonshot for Eric Hosmer. You can see that we are reasonably upset. We had a 1-run lead coming into the inning, and now the lead is absolutely gone. Mike Leake with one swing of the bat. He obviously hasn't had his good control today. He hasn't had much control, and he left that one hang a little bit too much, and Eric Hosmer made him pay for it. So the Orioles are right back in this ball game. And then we move to the top of the 6th, 3-0 count. That is a questionable call as Rendon draws the walk. Not really sure about that one. Sanchez probably upset. Anthony Rizzo now is up to the plate. 2-2 count, 2 outs. He is going to ground one back to the pitchers. Oh, Anibal Sanchez cannot make the play. That is going to be an E1, but it's not going to wind up being anything. Now Hanley Ramirez is going to take one. That is a line drive, and that is gone. Just past Trout. He could not rob this home run, unfortunately. And so we are going to move onto another inning, hopefully, after Leake gives up the big home run to Hanley Ramirez. Alright, goodbye baseball. That was a great shot from Hanley Ramirez. Gives the Orioles the lead. And, yeah, we really need to bounce back now. So out's going to come the manager. Mike Leake doesn't want to do it, but Mike Leake has to come out of the game. Just can't have him keep going. He doesn't have the stuff he needs to have today. Tom Gorzolani is going to come in. He has had 2 innings of relief with 1 strikeout this season. Now Franklin Gutierrez at the plate, and Gorzolani, that is a long, deep drive. Trout scaling the wall. He's actually going to bring that one back in. That would have been a home run if it weren't for Trout knocking that one back in. I shouldn't have cut the replay out here, but I accidentally cut the replay out here. And that was a mistake on my part, because that was actually a really good play. He did pull it back. McGuire is going to draw a walk. Gorzolani, he's not looking good so far. He's not looking sharp. He's getting up a triple and a walk, but he is going to strike out Eric Hosmer, the lefty, the power-hitting lefty who hit that first home run in the ball game. Then John Stilson is actually going to come in relief of Tom Gorzolani, but he's going to drop his glove on the way to the mound. And we're actually going to cut to the bottom of the 7th. Men on the corners, 1 out. Melky Cabrera is going to skyrocket one. Arenado going out into shallow left field. He's going to make the catch. No runners are going to advance. Arenado's going to get the throw home. So we're still keeping this ball game close. Stilson with Craig up. Craig with another golden opportunity to score. He is going to strike out on the slider. And Alan Craig has just had horrible luck today. He has had awful luck this season. He has not had any clutch hitting. Anthony Rendon is going to draw a walk here from Anibal Sanchez, still pitching. And that's going to be the end of the day for Anibal Sanchez. The Orioles manager says, that's enough, buddy. You can come out. Now, Javier Lopez, the veteran lefty, is going to come into this ballgame. In an inning and a third, he has 1 strikeout. The lefty pitching. Mike Trout is going to draw a walk. That is actually the first batter Javier Lopez faces, I believe. Now with 2 men on, Gregory Polanco going for the bunt. And that is not working at all. We tried to go with a bunt and run to get 2 men in scoring position with 2 outs. And that is going to wind up being a horrible decision, as that was almost a double play. But we still have Trout on. Anthony Rendon gets taken out of second base. No runners in scoring position. We do not capitalize. Stilson, Hanley Ramirez, that is going to be right past the glove of Derek Jeter. Into center field. Hanley Ramirez stays hot in this ball game. Paco Rodriguez, the not really veteran, but the young lefty. Young, tall, slender left-hander. Great pitcher for us. He's going to come in with 2 men. Actually, he's going to come in earlier in the inning. But with 2 men on and 2 men out, he's going to draw the strikeout. David Robertson coming on to pitch the 9th for the Orioles. He has been perfect in save opportunities this season. He's going to strike out Anthony Rizzo on the inside and low knuckle curve. Rizzo has not been able to get it going at the plate today. Then Bryce Harper, 2-2 count. He is going to swing and miss late on a fastball. And then Marlon Byrd, 3-2 count. You know what Bird's going to do in the 9th inning. Bird has to get a single. There's no way you can cool Bird off. He is just hot as all hell this season, is Marlon Byrd. Nothing you can do to keep that man off base except take him out for a pinch runner. Nigel Morgan, the captain, Derek Jeter. It always seems as though he's up to end the ball game. And he is going to strike out to end this one against the Orioles. So the Blue Jays do fall at a score of 2-1 against the Orioles. That was not without a lack of trying. We did have many base runners, many scoring opportunities. Both teams really did. Both starting pitchers weren't great, but Anibal Sanchez was substantially better than Mike Leake in this game. Although you can't say that because Mike Leake was pretty sharp, only gave up the 2 runs. He did have a lot of walks, however, and unfortunately you can't win all the close ball games. There you see line scores. 4 walks from Leake, 3 walks from Sanchez. Only 1 hit given up by Sanchez today, so pretty good outing on his behalf. Wish he hadn't given up that 1 hit. Might have seen something special. Maybe the manager would have let him go a little bit deeper into the ball game. So there you see player of the game, Anibal Sanchez. His line score 7 1/3, 1 hit, 1 run, and earned run. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts only from Anibal Sanchez. So the strikeouts still a little bit down from Sanchez from what he's used to. Now you see our stat lines and stuff. Only 1 guy hitting over 300, and that is Bird at 348. We didn't have a great game, but it was a pretty good game. So as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please drop a like rating, and I will see you guys later.